After this guy rescued an abandoned dog, he realized that she definitely wasn't alone. When you spend your days dealing with neglect and abandonment, rescuing an animal must put everything in perspective. After all, you've changed a life for the better and helped give a creature a loving home. But out on a routine call, this pound worker got far more than he expected. The man in question is Tim Jackson, who works as an animal control officer at Georgia's Macon Bibb Animal Welfare Shelter. Generally, animal pounds have a bad reputation for euthanizing their charges. In fact, Jackson's social media comments suggest that he thinks this generalization is unfair. "We're a pound," he wrote on his YouTube channel, "but we do everything possible to work with rescues and adopters to get adoptable animals out." Jackson stated that this also included pit bull terriers and related mixed breeds, which share a similarly unfair reputation. It was this big-hearted attitude that led Jackson to set out on a search of a stray pit bull in October 2016. And his search proved successful when he spotted the dog by the roadside. On seeing Jackson calling out to her, the dog wandered straight up to him. As a result of previous information gleaned on the stray, Jackson knew that the skinny dog was female, and although she happily accepted affection, her behavior suggested neglect. When he approached her with a leash, for instance, she barked and growled. However, the starving dog's need for food soon had her tail wagging again, especially when she saw the tasty treats that Jackson was offering. Although her background isn't made clear, Jackson's comments hint that she was probably abandoned. "It's a sad sight, but seen every day on this job," Jackson explained. "Dogs dump for illness, being pregnant, and for a lack of care anymore for the animal. We try to get them off the street and into a home." In any event, after being won over with treats, the stray didn't protest when Jackson finally slipped a leash around her neck. Nor did she resist when he lifted her up into the animal control van. However, there was a twist. You see, this newly rescued stray had also just given birth to puppies. Unfortunately, after a glance around the road nearby, Jackson couldn't see any sign of the litter. Moreover, Mom was unwilling to show him where the babies were. So Jackson had to take a different approach. That is to say, he asked one of the people nearby if they'd seen anything. As it turned out, they were construction workers from out of town. Nevertheless, they had seen the stray and knew that she was a mom. They told Jackson, "We showed up and she was back there. She's just raising some puppies in that tire." So it was back to the dirt road. Jackson revealed a possible reason why the pit bull growled at him earlier, though. "We got a call saying there were some workers who were gonna take some of the puppies and just leave the rest in a tire," he said. "Things get misunderstood over the phones," Jackson continued, "but that's probably why they didn't take any of the puppies," the worker just said. "We're from out of town and she'll get crazy if you get near her puppies. So good job, Mama, for protecting them." When he got back to the dirt road where he first found Mom, Jackson didn't have to look long before finding the tire. And when he saw what was inside, he couldn't contain his delight. Yes, the tire was full of tiny little puppies. "Oh dear Lord, y'all are just adorable," Jackson cooed over the babies. Even through his happiness, though, he was concerned that some of them weren't moving. So with a prayer of "please don't be one dead," he began checking the pups. Despite his fears, Jackson's investigation turned up the best result. Yes, all of the puppies were alive and wiggling. So with the pups safe inside the tire, their rescuer went to get a cage to see what he was dealing with and reunite the furry babies with their mom. It was then that he noticed the brand of tire the puppies were nestled in. You can't get more ironic than that, Jackson mused. Strangely enough, the babies were in a tiger paw tire. With that, he started cataloging the genders of the little balls of fluff that he'd discovered. The pit bull was the proud mom of 9 bouncing little puppies, 6 boys and 3 girls. And with the mommy and babies safe, Jackson took them back to the animal shelter to reunite the family in warmth and comfort. But what happened to the litter? "We try to get strays off the street and into a home," Jackson wrote on his YouTube channel. And as it turns out, it was good news for the furry family. "All pups and mother rescued from the shelter to be rehomed," he explained. "Rescues and volunteers saved her and the puppies, but I wanted to take them all home. They were so cute," Jackson said. Jackson was also quick to remind people that dogs who end up in the pound are not necessarily going to lose their lives. "In the last 11 months, we've not put down a healthy adoptable animal," he said. "Our main focus is public safety and getting animals off the street and into loving homes," Jackson concluded. "This is my job. To get strays off the street and into the arms of rescues or adopting families is the best reward of this job." Sounds like a pretty good job to us. And we hope the families that adopted these pups love them just as much as Jackson clearly did. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends below.